Kerala Teachers Eligibility Test KTET കാറ്റഗറി 3 കെമിസ്ട്രി എക്സാം കോച്ചിങ്ങിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ടുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പർ അനാലിസിസ് ആണ് ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഇതിനായി ഫെബ്രുവരി 2019 ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പറാണ്, കെമിസ്ട്രിയുടെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പറാണ് സെലക്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, വിച്ച് എമംഗ് ദ ഫോളോയിങ് ഈസ് an ore of zinc metal? ഓപ്ഷൻ എ ബോക്സൈറ്റ്, ഓപ്ഷൻ ബി calamine, option C dolomite, option D spodumene. The correct answer is option B calamine. First of all, what is an ore? An ore is a naturally occurring solid material from which a metal or valuable mineral can be extracted profitably. Here, bauxite is an ore of aluminium, calamine is an ore of zinc, dolomite an ore of magnesium with the formula calcium magnesium CO3 twice, spodumene ore of lithium, generally lithium aluminum silicate mineral, also called tryphane. Other important minerals of zinc ores are sphalerite, zincite, franklinite, calamine, smithstone. Normally, zinc ores contains 5 to 50% of zinc. Second question, number of nitrate ion in 1 mole of zinc nitrate is? Na is the Avogadro number. Option A, Na. Option B, 2Na. Option C, 3Na. Option D, 4Na. Here the answer is option B, 2Na. Chemical formula of zinc nitrate is ZnNO3 twice. 1 mole of ZnNO3 means Na or Avogadro number of molecules of zinc nitrate, which on dissociation gives Zn2 plus and 2NO3 minus ions, where Zn is contained 1 mole and NO3 is 2 mole. Hence, Na number of Zn2 plus and 2 Na numbers of NO3 minus are formed. Hence, the answer is option B, 2Na. Third question, the number of moles of chlorine molecules produced when 2 moles of potassium permanganate react with 16 moles of concentrated hydrochloric acid is? Option A, 2, option B, 3, option C, 5, option D, 8. Correct answer is option C, 5. The balanced chemical equation of above mentioned reaction is 2KMnO4 plus 16HCl gives 2MnCl2 plus 5Cl2 plus 2KCl plus 8H2O. So, when 2 moles of KMnO4 and 16 moles of HCl react forms 5 moles of Cl2. Hence, the option C is the correct answer. Fourth question, which of the following compound containing maximum number of pi bonds? Option A, acetylene. Option B, hexane. Option C, pent 1-ene 4-YNE. Option D, 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene. The corresponding structures of each options are given below. The correct one is option C, pent 1-ene 4-YNE. A double bond containing 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. A triple bond containing 2 pi bonds and 1 sigma bond. Hence, pent 1-ene 4-YNE contains 3 pi bonds in total. So, the molecule in option C contains maximum number of pi bonds. Fifth question is, Haber process is associated with the industrial preparation of option A, acetylene, option B, ammonia, option C, nitric acid, option D, sulfuric acid. The correct answer obviously is option B, ammonia. Acetylene is prepared industrially from calcium carbide. Ammonia by Haber process, nitric acid by Ostwald process, sulfuric acid by contact process. Haber process N2 plus 3H2 reversibly gives 3NH3 with enthalpy of -92 kilojoule per mole. This process is used in the manufacturing of ammonia from nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen from air combines with hydrogen derived from the natural gas in volume ratio of 1:3 in presence of iron catalyst at a temperature of 400 to 450 degrees Celsius and 200 atm pressure. The reaction is reversible in nature and exothermic with enthalpy value delta H equal to -92 kilojoule per mole. In order to increase the efficiency of the reaction, some promoters are added, that is potassium hydroxide. Sixth question, photoelectric effect was best explained by A. Albert Einstein, B. Heinrich Hertz, C. Isaac Newton, D. Max Planck. The correct option is option A. Albert Einstein. The concept of photoelectric effect was first documented by Heinrich Hertz, but a detailed explanation by using quantum mechanics are explained by Albert Einstein. The photoelectric effect is the phenomena of ejection of electron from the surface of a metal when light of suitable frequency falls on it. This suitable frequency is called threshold frequency, means the minimum frequency of light required to eject photoelectron from the valence shell of the metal. Cesium is widely used in photoelectric cell because of its low ionization energy. Visible light can eject its valence electron and its valence electron. Then seventh question, the acid having highest basicity among the following is option A acetic acid, option B nitric acid, option C oxalic acid, option D phosphoric acid. The correct option is option D phosphoric acid. Basicity of an acid is the number of hydrogen ions which can be produced by 1 mole of acid. In acetic acid, 1 mole of H plus ion is produced. Also with nitric acid, 1 H plus ion is produced on dissociation. Oxalic acid can produce 2 H plus ions and phosphoric acid can produce 3 H plus ion from its 3 hydroxyl group. Hence, the option D phosphoric acid shows highest basicity among the given options. Eighth question, the correct electronic configuration of potassium in K2SO4 is. The correct option is option A. K2SO4 potassium in +1 oxidation state. The atomic number of potassium is 19. Hence, the electronic configuration of potassium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s1. Then 1 electrons when removed from the valence shell and forming +1 ions, then the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p6. Hence the correct option is option A. The ninth question, which of the following is not usually a property of an ionic compound? Option A, conduct electricity in solid state, B, crystalline nature, C, dissolve in polar solvents, D, high melting point. Correct option is option A, conduct electricity in solid state. This question means not a property of ionic compound. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Property of ionic compounds forms crystals, high melting point, high boiling point, higher enthalpy of fusion and vaporization than molecular compounds, hard and brittle, conduct electricity when they are dissolved in water, good insulators. 10th question, which among the following is false regarding the reaction given below? 2Al plus Fe2O3 gives Al2O3 plus 2Fe. Option A, iron obtained in this reaction is usually in the molten state. B, it is known as thermite process. Option C, the reaction is exothermic in nature. Option D, the reaction shows that aluminium is less reactive than iron. Obviously, the option D is the false statement. According to electrochemical series, aluminium is more electropositive than iron. Hence, aluminium is more reactive than iron. The above reaction 2Al plus Fe2O3 gives Al2O3 plus 2Fe is an example of displacement reaction. Aluminium is more electronegative than iron, displaces iron, and hence results in the formation of aluminium oxide. 11th question. The second most electronegative element among the following is option A, chlorine, option B, fluorine, option C, nitrogen, option D, oxygen. The correct answer is option D, oxygen. Chlorine having electronegativity value of 3.16, fluorine 3.98, nitrogen 3.04, oxygen 3.44. Hence, fluorine having highest electronegativity, hence oxygen, then chlorine and then nitrogen. Generally, on the periodic table, electronegativity increases as you move from left to right across a period and decreases as you move down a group. Means electronegativity increases from left to right and downwards electronegativity decreases. As a result, most electronegative elements are found on the top right of the periodic table, while the least electronegative elements are found on the bottom left. Then 12th question, which among the following is not a macromolecular colloid? Option A, colloid of protein, B, colloid of rubber, C, soap solution, D, gold salt. The option is, correct option is option D, gold salt. Macromolecular colloids. In macromolecular colloids, the size of the particles lies in the range of colloidal particles. Colloidal particle size. Multimolecular colloids, large number of atoms or smaller molecules of diameter less than 1 nanometer of a substance on dissolution aggregates together to form species having size in colloidal range. Naturally occurring macromolecules such as starch, protein, gelatin, cellulose, nucleic acid, etc., as well as synthetic polymers like polyethylene, polypropylene, synthetic rubber, etc., also forms macromolecular colloids when they dispersed in suitable solvents. Gold salt and sulfur salt are examples of multimolecular colloids. 13th question, which of the following does not conduct electricity? A mixture of ammonia and vinegar in water. Option B, acidified water. Option C, water containing dissolved sugar. Option D, water containing dissolved NaCl. Hence, the answer is option C, water containing dissolved sugar. In this solution, no ions are produced. Hence, this solution does not conduct electricity. Then 14th question, temperature in Celsius corresponding to 95 degree Fahrenheit. Option A, 7 degree Celsius, B, 65 degree Celsius, C, 63 degree Celsius, D, 35 degree Celsius. Correct option is option D, 35 degrees Celsius. In order to solve this equation, the following relation degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 degrees Celsius plus 32 is used. And applying the value 95 Fahrenheit at the respective position and degree Celsius value of corresponding are calculated and found to be 35 degrees Celsius. Another relationship also is there in between temperature relationship, that is degree Celsius and Kelvin. 1 Kelvin is equal to 273 plus degree Celsius. Then 15th question, a liquid mixture which distills over at a constant temperature without any change in composition of mixture is called. Option A solvent, option B an allotrope, option C an azeotrope, option D an eluent. The correct answer is option C. The solvent means the liquid in which a solute is dissolved to form a solution. Allotrope is one or more physical form of a chemical element that occurs in the same physical state. Example, carbon. Carbon can be either graphite, diamond or fullerene. These three are three allotropic form of carbon. Then azeotrope, constant boiling mixture, a mixture of two or more liquid whose proportion cannot be separated by simple distillation. An azeotrope is formed when liquid and vapor compositions are same. When an azeotrope is boiled, the vapor has the same proportion of combining as the unboiled mixture. The word comes from the Greek word meaning boiling without changing. An eluent is the carrier portion of the mobile phase in a chromatography. It moves the analyte through the chromatograph. Then 16th question, which among the following pair of compound have the metal in the same oxidation state? Option A calcium nitrate, CaNO3 twice and LCl3, option B Fe2O3 and CrCl3, option C MnCl2 and Na2O, option D MnO2 and Ca3P2. The correct answer is option B Fe2O3 and CrCl3. This pair shows same oxidation state metals. The X denotes the oxidation state of the metal, unknown oxidation state. And the oxidation state are calculated by below mentioned procedure. Then 17th question, ultra pure germanium used in the manufacturing of semiconductors is refined by option A zone refining, option B Mons process, option C Van Arkel process, option D Clark's process. The correct answer is option A zone refining. Zone refining is used to obtain metal of high purity. Germanium metal can be purified by this method. This method is based on the principle that the impurities are more soluble in the melt than in solid state of the metal. A circular mobile heater is fixed at one end of the rod of the impure metal. The molten zone moves along with the heater which is moved forward. As the heater moves forward, the pure metal crystallizes out of the metal and the impurities passed on to the adjacent molten zone. The process is repeated several times and the heater is moved at the same direction. At one end, the impurities are concentrated. This end is cut off. This method is very useful for producing semiconductors and other metals of very high purity. Examples: germanium, silicon, boron, gallium, and indium. Mons process is used to extract and purify nickel. Van Arkel method is used to purify crude titanium metal. Clark's process or lime softening process or lime buttering or lime soda treatment is a water softening method which uses the addition of lime water or calcium hydroxide to remove hardness by precipitation. Hardness of water can be happens by metals like calcium and magnesium ions in the water bodies. Then 18th question, which among the following is a heterogeneous mixture? Option A, iron fillings plus sulfur. Option B, oxygen and nitrogen. Option C, petrol and alcohol. Option D, water and alcohol. The correct option is option A, iron fillings and sulfur. A mixture is formed by combining two or more materials. A mixture can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixture means that these mixtures are uniform in composition throughout its bulk. Homogeneous mixtures can also be called as solutions. We can't judge a homogeneous mixture by just seeing it. An heterogeneous mixture is non-uniform in composition and two or more phases are there. The components and phases can be seen by naked eyes and can be separated out physically. Iron fillings and sulfur is an example of heterogeneous mixture. When heating, these two substances forms iron sulfide, which is homogeneous in nature. Water and alcohol forms hydrogen bonding interactions, hence they are homogeneous in nature. Petrol and alcohol are homogeneous in nature. Oxygen and nitrogen gas also homogeneous, and hence the correct option is iron filling and sulfur. 19th question, water reaches its highest density at a temperature of dash degrees Celsius. Option A, 0 degrees Celsius. Option B, 4 degrees Celsius. Option C, minus 10 degrees Celsius. Option D, minus 4 degrees Celsius. The correct answer is option B, 4 degrees Celsius. The maximum density of water occurs at 4 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, two opposing effects are in balance. In ice, the water molecules are in crystal lattice that has a lot of empty spaces. When ice melts to liquid water, the structure collapses and the density of the liquid increases. Then 20th question, carboxylic acid are isomeric with option A, alcohols, option B, ethers, option C, esters, option D, aldehydes. The correct one is option C, esters. The question and options are examples of functional isomerism, means different functional group having same molecular formula. So in order to solve this question, we have to consider a system. We have to consider a real system. Here, consider a 3-carbon system of each functional group. Propanoic acid, propanol, methoxyethane, methyl ethanoate and propanol are considered. So, propanoic acid with molecular formula C3H6O2 are isomeric with the ester group methyl ethanoate C3H6O2. Hence, carboxylic acid are isomeric with esters. Hence, the answer is option C. 21st question. Bubbles produced in an aquarium increases in size as it rises upward. This observation is in accordance to Option A, Avogadro's law. Option B, Boyle's law. Option C, Charles' law. Option D, Graham's law. The correct answer is Boyle's law. Bottom of water bodies, or when moving depth to the water, pressure in water increases. On moving bottom to upward, pressure decreases, hence volume increases. In option, Avogadro's law mentions the relationship between volume and number of molecules at constant temperature and pressure. At constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of different gases containing an equal number of molecules. This law does not match with the above mentioned statement. Then Boyle's law. Boyle's law mentions an inverse relationship between pressure and volume at constant temperature. So pressure increases, volume decreases. Then Charles' law mentions a direct relationship between volume and temperature at constant pressure. Graham's law explains the ratio of the rates of diffusion or effusion of two gases is the square root of inverse ratio of their molar masses. R1 by R2 is equal to root of M2 by M1. R1 by R2 is equal to D2 by root of D2 by D1, where D is the density, M molar mass, R rate of diffusion. Hence, the bubbles produced in an aquarium increase in size as it rises upward. So, in top of water body, pressure is low, hence have higher volume. So, when a bubble moves from depth to upward, its volume increases due to decrease in pressure. So, this effect is best explained with, can be explained with Boyle's law. Hence, the correct option is option B. 22nd question. Main constituent of LPG: A. Methane, B. Ethane, C. Propane, D. Butane. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas, and the main constituent is butane. Hence, the correct option is option D, butane. 23rd question. Number of valence electron in a silicon atom is option A 5, option B 4, option C 3, option D 2. The electronic configuration of silicon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p2. Hence the valence electron is 4. So the correct option is option B 4. 24th question. Which of the following compound violate octet rule? Option A CCl4, option B CO2, option C PBr3, option D SF6. Octet rule is tendency of an atom to prefer to have 8 electrons in the valence shell. CCl4, the central metal atom having 8 electrons. CO2, the central carbon atom have 8 electrons. The phosphorus in Br3 having 8 electrons from 3 Br atoms, 3 bromine atoms, and the 5 valence electron of phosphorus on adding having 8 electrons in their valence shell. SF6 molecules have more than 8 electrons in their valence shell. Maximum, according to octet rule, maximum valency of a molecule is having 8 electrons. SF6 is an exception. Like that, PCl5 molecules is also an exception. SF6 molecule violate octet rule by having more than 8 electrons around the central atom. 25th question. Separating funnel are used to separate a mixture of two A. Immiscible liquids. B. Miscible liquids. C. Solids. D. Sublimable solids. Answer is option B. Miscible liquids. Used in liquid-liquid extraction to separate the components of a mixture into two immiscible solvent phases of different densities. 26th question. Number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of the solution is known as option A. Molality, option B. Molarity, option C. Mole fraction, option D. Normality. Molality means number of moles of solute per mass of solvent in kilogram. Molarity, number of moles of solute per volume of solution in liters. Mole fraction of a component A is equal to number of moles of A in per number of moles of solution. Normality means number of equivalents of solute per liter of solution. Hence, molarity M gives number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. Hence, the correct option is option B, molarity. 27th question. Which among the following is used for the cathodic protection of iron? Option A. Copper. Option B. Lead. Option C. Magnesium. Option D. Tin. The correct option is option C. Magnesium. Aluminium or zinc or magnesium, which are more electropositive than iron, can be used for cathodic protection of iron against rusting. The metal ions above iron 2+ are more electropositive, below are less electropositive or more electronegative. So above the metals above the iron 2+ are more electronegative or more reactive than iron 2+. Hence, when coating iron rod with these more highly reactive metals, can protect rusting of iron. Cathodic protection of iron is a prevention method for against corrosion. This method not only saves money but also helps in preventing accidents such as bridge collapse or failure of key component due to corrosion. One of the simplest method of preventing corrosion is to prevent the surface of the metallic object to come in contact with atmosphere. This can be done by covering the surface with paint or by some chemicals. Another simple method is used to cover the surface by other metals like tin, zinc, etc. that are inert or react to save the object. An electrochemical method is used to provide a sacrificial electrode of another metal like magnesium, zinc, etc., which corrode itself but save the object. 28th question. The amphoteric oxide among the following is option A. Calcium oxide, option B. Carbon dioxide, option C. NO2, option D. ZNO. Acidic oxides are compounds when react with water to produce acid solutions or acidic solution. Basic oxides are substances which react with water to produce basic solutions. Generally, oxides of metallic elements are basic oxides. Oxides of non-metallic elements are acidic oxide. Once more, basic oxides are formed from metallic elements and from non-metallic elements acidic oxides are formed. Calcium oxide with water forms calcium hydroxide, is basic in nature. Carbon dioxide react with water forming H2CO3 is carbonic acid, that is acidic oxide. Zinc oxide is an amphoteric oxide because it can react with both acids and bases. Along with zinc oxide, aluminum hydroxide is also an amphoteric oxide.